We didn't think it was ethical for our children to be forced to go to school. Instead of reading about it in a book, they see it for real.
Paul and Caroline King have shunned a conventional lifestyle, selling their family home, taking their 2 young children out of school and leaving the daily grind behind in favour of constant world travel.
When you travel with kids, people are nicer to you, which is pretty good.
I think we've been in 25 countries during the year. We went to Israel for a week and Palestine. And we stayed in Egypt for like 2 months.
What country are we in?
And then we went to Italy, and we stayed in Italy for a month.
One of my favourites is Bali.
Most places that we go to and stay, after a couple of days, they'll say, "Oh, this is the best place I've ever been."
The Kings believe in attachment parenting, which for them includes breastfeeding and co-sleeping.
I breastfed Winston, he's 6 now, until he was 4. And Henry, I'm just feeding him if he really hurts himself or has something really traumatic, he still gets to, that's how I calm him down.
Always on the move, 6-year-old Winston and his younger brother Henry, who's 4, are taught by their parents.
We didn't think it was ethical for our children to be forced to go to school when they didn't want to, and when they were forced to learn things that they already knew or didn't want to learn. Instead of reading about it in a book, they see it for real, so it's much more interesting. I remember when I was in school, I thought it was really boring to learn about the Romans. I was falling asleep at the table, but now when you see it in real life, it's completely different. It's so interesting and you just want to learn more. So the purpose of doing this, in the countries that we go to, we have projects about the stuff that's there. So when we visited Pompeii, we learned all about how that happened.
In Sweden, I went to school every day.
And how did you find it?
There was more stuff to do than just going to school.
We actually would like to find some school that fits with our beliefs, but we just haven't found it yet. And they don't want to go to school now. And for us, we think that we shouldn't force them to. But if they want to go to school, as long as it's voluntary, they can of course go there.
The family decided to give everything up in February 2015 and haven't had a permanent home since.
We had a really big house in Sweden. Like, you were putting all your time into making the house look nice. It just got so dull. So we work with importing cashmere, hammocks and rugs. We wanted to live like digital nomads before. We just had to do it. It took about 6 months to sell almost everything. We had 1 suitcase with clothes and regular wash kit stuff, and we had some workbooks for the kids and books for reading, so don't miss anything.
For now, the Kings have no plans to stop travelling.
We're gonna drive back to Prague and gonna stay there until October, and then I think we go back to Bali for the winter.
You can go and live anywhere, and it's absolutely fine.
All the time people say, "Oh, I also want to do that," and I just get so annoyed. We just tell them back, "So do it then," and then they come up with all these different excuses that they have, whether it's work or family or they don't have enough money or anything like that. But the truth is, if you don't just do it, then you're never gonna do it.